Hello, Facebook world. I'm going to give this just a few minutes, and hopefully we'll have some comments coming in letting me know that you guys are on. Normally I would go live in my team page. I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of nervous. Okay, I'm really nervous. I have huge butterflies in my stomach. I always say, so for my team members that are listening, you guys know what I say when you're nervous. That's just your passion coming through, right? So today's a big day. And like I was saying, normally this is something that, I do live videos like this with my team all the time in our individual team pages. But today is the day that I have to bring over here to my personal wall, because there are a lot of people that have really been a part of this 4-year journey for us that are not a part of my Thrive team. There's incredible friends and family that have supported us that actually aren't even thriving with us yet, but they love us and they've supported us in this journey. And so I wanted you to be a part of this video today. And also we have obviously a huge customer base, customers that absolutely love their Thrive experience. Their lives have significantly been impacted, but they're not promoters, so they're not a part of those team pages. So I wanted to bring this over here just to share with you guys about our journey. And so hopefully, it looks like we've got lots of people on. I'm going to take you guys back and just share, what we've been able to experience over the last 4 years. So yes, today is our 4-year Thrive anniversary. 4 years ago is when I actually became a promoter of the Thrive experience. And so lots of emotions kind of going through my brain today, and with the timing that we have in this company right now, and the excitement and the launch of 2.0 that's coming. I woke up this morning literally with butterflies in my stomach, and that's why I made that post. I remember 4 years ago today waking up with those butterflies in my stomach. But it was obviously very different back then. So I kind of want to go back and take you guys back to where we were. Before Thrive was introduced to me, guys, I was just a tired, exhausted mama who wanted to feel better. I was not looking to join a business opportunity. I was not seeking a way to make money from home. Obviously not seeking, another source of a residual income. I am actually a speech pathologist. That's what I went to school forever to do. That's what I thought I would be doing, my entire career lifetime. I was working in the home health setting with geriatric patients. My love kind of went in the area of Alzheimer's and dementia, but in the home health setting, I would treat patients, post-stroke recovery, sometimes some traumatic brain injuries, but I was basically pouring everything that I had into my patients all day long in the home health setting, and then coming home a tired, exhausted mama. We have 4 kids. We have a big family, and at the time my twins were only 3 years old. So I always kind of have to remind you guys that have kids what age 3 was like, and say I had 2 of those monsters at the same time. It was crazy. And my friend Tony had been reaching out to me about the Thrive experience. She had messaged me. She actually came into this company originally, during pre-launch, and so she had messaged me then. I didn't think I needed what she had. I was already taking supplements that are very well respected in this industry. I didn't need what she had, right? So just kind of ignored her. She reached out to me before the company launched Dermafusion technology, which is our DFT foam adhesive you see us wear, and I didn't want any part of that. I know a lot of people think that I came in when the business launched, but I actually didn't. The company had actually been around for about 1.5 years before I finally said yes. And what happened for me was I just hit a breaking point. I said, enough is enough. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was in a funk. Not a pair of jeans in my closet fit, so I'd be lying to you guys if I said I didn't want to lose a little weight when I started with Le-Vel. And in Texas, you don't pull the jeans out of your closet until October, so that's kind of why this all kind of took place during the month of October. But I was just over it, and I knew I had to do something different. Now, here's the crazy thing. I could have I could have tried a lot of other products at that time, you know. Several of my friends actually that I probably was closer to relationship-wise were promoting other products on Facebook, you know. But there was something about Tony and how she talked about the Thrive experience and the stories that she was sharing that drew me to it. There was also something about her consistency in following up with me, even when I would ignore her. And I remembered, you know, seeing stories that she shared. I remember the graphics that she would send me in my inbox. I remember seeing people earn an iPad mini, you know. I remember seeing people earn a car bonus. And, you know, I know enough about this industry to know you can't earn a car bonus unless something's working, right? So I was seeing success, but I was seeing a lot of excitement. And I'm telling you, Tony Strathman, I am eternally grateful for you that you shared this product, that you fell in love with this product, that you continued to message me, and you didn't let the lack of my response to you you know, diffuse the fuel to your fire. You continued to share. You continued to help people while I was over here in my funk. And when I was ready to go, you were willing and ready to help me with my Thrive experience with open arms. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, I started out as a customer. I had zero desire to join a business. I just wanted to feel better. So that's where it all began. I started out as a customer. Day one, I thought, holy moly, this is simple. Like, is there more to this? All I do is wake up and take 1 or 2 capsules and drink a lifestyle mix that actually dissolves easily in water, and I don't even have to pull out a shaker bottle or a mixer or a blender or whatever, and then just put on that DFT. You know, I kind of felt like something was missing because I was used to such a huge routine, right? But it was simple. Now, I really didn't notice a difference the first couple of days, guys. You know, everyone is different. You see some people that are day one thrivers. Here's the honest to goodness truth, guys. There's day one thrivers, and then the rest of us are just jealous of the day one thrivers. Because everyone, you know, the Thrive experience is bridging nutritional gaps. So everybody brings, you know, different nutritional gaps to the table. So everyone notices something at a different time. For me, I noticed something on day 4. I'll never forget that day, guys, ever. I mean, I remember that day crystal clear. I remember standing at my kitchen and at the bar. I had not gone to work that day because I had a sick kiddo. So all you mamas out there, you know, when you have a sick kiddo, then you typically don't sleep all night when the kid is sick, right? So hadn't slept all night. Got up early the next morning to take the older kids to school, came back home. The twins are fine, but I'm obviously working from home that day because I can't send a sick kid to school, right? And I just remember looking up and thinking, I have just done more in the last 5 hours than I have in the last 5 months. And I feel like me again. I felt alive. Guys, it is so stinking hard to articulate, like, how you feel when you truly, for the first time, experience what it's like to thrive. It's hard for me to articulate how I feel today, 4 years in, you know? But I just remember thinking, I want to feel like this every day. Now, that day, I wasn't thinking, oh, I'm going to join a business. I was thinking, she said something about getting this product for free, so I got to figure this out. Now, what I didn't really talk to you guys about is we were in a place that wasn't so great financially at the time. You know, Ralph had a good job, I had a good job, but we had totally got caught up in the whole you spend what you make. We had definitely gotten caught in the trap of debt. Just my student loans alone, you know, I paid more on my student loans a month than I think a lot of people pay for their mortgage. So money was tight. We had relocated to West Texas, drained our savings that we had, and it was crazy. I actually waited on a paycheck to even place my first order as a customer. So when I say I got to figure out how this whole free thing works, I was pretty set on, okay, how do I get this for free every single month? Tony had mentioned that to me when, you know, I first started as a customer, but guys, I was in such a bad place. Like, I didn't pay much attention to her, you know? I didn't even know if I was going to like it. So why did I really have to listen to the whole free thing? So I post on our wall because we love to support our friends in direct sales, right? Why not support your friends who have home-based businesses? So I post on her wall and I say, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it took me so long to reach out to you. I feel like $1 million. How do I get this for free? Okay, back to work I go. And she calls me a couple of hours later and she's laughing because I'm thriving. And she knows I now have experienced what she has experienced for quite some time and what she's helped. I don't even know how many people experience. And she's laughing and she happens to have her friend on the other end of the line who just so happens to be the co-founder of this company, which is Paul Gravett. And that day on the phone, I didn't feel like I was talking to a CEO of a company. I mean, those of you that have met Paul, you get what I'm saying. I was talking to Tony's friend that introduced this to her. And I remember telling him how I felt and how excited I was, and they were laughing at me. And Paul just said, Mauria, you know you have mama friends that need this. And I'm like, you're right. And he said, you realize it's literally free for you to become a promoter. I mean, yeah, you can get your product for free every month just by referring to friends. That is a customer perk. Everyone is eligible for that. Everyone. That's why, oh, by the way, that's why you never see people talk about how much money a month they spend on Thrive. You hear people talking about that they Thrive for free. Because that's just what you do. If you love your Thrive experience, you're going to find 2 people that need to sleep. They need more energy. They're hurting somewhere. They have discomfort in their body. They want this. They need this. So you've got to go share it with them. So everybody, customers can Thrive for free, right? But he said, as a promoter, you can become a promoter for free. You can refer your friends and get your product for free. But do you realize that you can earn up to $660 in bonuses on your first $800 in product orders? And you can even double that in your first 2 weeks. So that's $1,300 in commissions and bonuses on the table for you in your first 2 weeks. And everybody you know is going to hear about this from someone. And we get off the phone and I'm like, oh my gosh. I mean, my gut instinct was saying, Mauria, this is going to go somewhere with or without you. But I think naturally you just have all those negative voices start appearing. Like, why the heck, when something great happens, do all those negative voices come into your head? And it was, but what are people going to think? But how are you going to have time to do this? Mauria, you barely have time to do what you need to do, What are people going to think about this speech pathologist with a master's degree now promoting some home-based business, And it's so funny because obviously, I shared my reservations with my husband and he's like, who cares what people think? Thank God I had that voice, who cares what people think? You love this. It's free. Like, we have nothing to lose. And ultimately, I think what made me click that promoter button, guys, is I knew I wasn't going to be able to keep this a secret. I mean, I did have people in my life that needed it. I have 4 kids. They range from the age of 7 to, my daughter will be 17 next month. So that's lots of different mommy circle friends. I'm a healthcare provider. I've worked in the healthcare setting for a long time with teachers and with nurses and therapists. Before that, I worked in the school setting with teachers. I knew that I had people in my life that needed it. Now, back then, I was just thinking basically about who I was around all the time. Today, I know everyone needs it. I don't care what line of work you're in, what age you are. Our demographic is not limited here because the Thrive experience was formulated to bridge nutritional gaps. So I clicked that promoter button, and holy moly, guys, the last 4 years has been absolutely incredible. I do not want to get emotional with all these people watching. One of the things that I've thought about so much is, the last 4 years, it could have gone by with me listening to those negative voices, or even listening to the naysayers and the skeptics. And, I know a lot of times, you see people's successes and you see the life that they have and you think, man, that's just been easy for them. And I have to tell you guys, part of this 4-year journey has been dealing with the skeptics and dealing with the naysayers and dealing with the people that they don't understand why in the world I wanted to do something different. They understand 9 to 5, you work for somebody else for 40 years and then maybe you have enough money to retire someday. I can remember that first month, especially, first 90 days, what if it doesn't last? And I'm over here, what if it does? And I think, at the time, my husband was in the oil and gas industry. I mean, how much stability is in that? Nothing in this life is guaranteed, is what I'm saying. I was a speech pathologist. Home health speech pathologist guys, your pay basically is, funneled to you through Medicare. Guys, I mean, there is absolutely nothing in this world that is guaranteed. So I'm so grateful that I went with my gut and what I knew in my heart. You see, today my confidence is crazy high. It is. And it is hard for me sometimes to go, it's probably hard for me sometimes to relate to people because my confidence is so high. But you have to understand, for 48 months, day in and day out, my days have been spent with people telling me what those 3 simple steps first thing in the morning have done for them on an empty stomach. My days have been spent with people blowing up my phone. Oh my gosh, where has this been the last 5 years of my life? I actually slept for the first time in God knows how long. Or, they're blowing up my phone. Their relationships are improved. They're so grateful that they hit a VIP bonus and they have an extra $500 in their bank account. I mean, guys, how many people do you know that could use an extra $500 to $1,000 in their bank account in the next 2 weeks? I mean, we get paid weekly around here to help other people feel like $1 million. And you don't have to bring anything to the table. Like, there's no buy-in around here. Like, leave your credit card in your pocket. Create your free account. Take a leap of faith. Trust us. Where there's a will, there's a way. We've watched so many people completely transform their lives. We've watched the transformations physically. We've watched the transformations with people's time. We've watched families get family time back. I mean, yeah, my confidence is crazy, crazy high, but it wasn't always. My confidence has grown with every single story, with every single life that has been impacted, with every single family. And yeah, that's basically how we've grown. Le-Vel is over 5 years old now. We're a $1 billion global brand, but it all started with me taking the leap of faith and trusting a friend for me to be a part of this $1 billion global brand, if that makes sense. So I talked to you about skeptics. Still have them. That's okay. One thing that I've learned is that you just have to focus on what you know, and you have to just be on that path of doing what you absolutely love. If I talk to you guys a little bit about, business tips, okay? I'm going to go there for a second. Number one, focus on what you know. Guys, when I started this, the very first phone call I made, Erica Sherwood, congratulations, it's your 4-year Thrive anniversary too. She was the first person that said yes to me. She's the first person that ordered a promoter package. And actually, I think I was so stinking excited that she wasn't going to be a customer, but she was going to be a promoter. When I started, I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew I'd found something amazing that people needed. And it was easy for me to say, I don't know what this is going to do for you. You've just got to trust me and experience this for yourself. And then I just ran with what this company had set us up to have. Our company given every single person the opportunity to earn their product for free every single month. Our company, number one, putting a product in people's hands that actually makes a difference in their life, right? Our company setting promoters up for success, early on just to fuel their fire. Hello, it takes no... You can very easily understand the company is not making a dime when they're paying out $1,300 in commissions and bonuses and free product credit on $1,600 in orders. Why the heck do they do that? Because it doesn't just stop with one story. See, they know that if you get out there and you introduce this to your neighbor, your mom and dad, your cousins, your old high school friend, that old college buddy that you haven't seen in 20 years, but you're still friends on Facebook, and you know they got hurt because they were a college athlete. They know that when this product gets into their hands, that a story begins, and that story doesn't just stop with just one person. They also know they fuel your bank account. You're going to continue reaching out to people because you want those stories coming in, and you want to get paid to do it, right? I mean, what they have done for us has been absolutely incredible. As far as our life, you know, we had a good life before, we did. And, you know, it's kind of funny because a lot of times I do get people that know our story, and I'm not going to talk about income stuff here on this video, but people that know our stories and understand our successes, you know, a lot of times I'll have people say, thank you for just staying true to who you are, not forgetting where you came from. And I'm going to be honest, you know, Ralph and I don't feel any different today. I mean, well, hang on, we feel way different, but we're not any different today than we were, you know, when how do I say this? We're still the same people we've always been, all right? We live with a lot less stresses. Well, we don't have financial stresses. This company has provided so much for us. We don't live with the stresses of there's not enough time in the day. We live every day, though, with meaning and purpose, because what we do on a daily basis is impacting so many people. We live a hands-on life, you know. Before Thrive, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. It's funny because I guarantee you there's some people that used to work with me that are laughing because they can visualize me running in the door, throwing paperwork in. Hey, I gotta go pick up the kids. You know, I would treat as many patients as I possibly could during the childcare hours, right? And then had to run, and I mean, I was running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I was missing out on things. You know, today we don't have to miss out on anything. About 6 months into this journey, you know, I said goodbye to my career as a speech pathologist. I actually found a message that I sent somebody today. I said, I'm losing money by going to work because I was. You know, the more time I could be at home or anywhere and have my phone in my hands and actually be able to reach out to people, that's where it was being more productive. And I loved my career as a speech pathologist, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've been able to impact more lives with this product than I ever could have on a one-on-one patient level. This product is improving people's quality of life. It is giving people their life back, and it's giving families their families back. And I could go on and on about that kind of stuff. But, you know, one of the things we wanted to do, we didn't want to be stuck anymore. I think, you know, before Thrive, I was stuck physically. My husband was too. I really haven't talked about his story. We were definitely stuck financially. We were stuck with our time. Other things were controlling our days. Today, we live hands-on. We were smart with our weekly rewards, and we utilized our weekly rewards to eliminate debt. Like, okay, let's write it all out. Let's start chipping it away. We get paid weekly here. We're helping other people. Let's utilize this residual income to put our family in a completely different place financially. And that's what we did. We have fun. I mean, we have time. We have freedom. We travel. So it's so funny because I'll have people say to me, oh, well, so how long are you home for? Guys, I'm home full time. I'm home all the time. And yes, we do travel because we want to, because it's about the experience, not because we have to. You know, when I got on a plane, you know, last week and flew to Minnesota so I could hop on over to Wisconsin, I did that because I wanted to. I did that because our lives are completely different today, and we have something that every single person in that room in Wisconsin deserves to experience as well. So we don't travel. When you see Mauria Dillard get on a plane and go somewhere, it's not because I have to. It is because I want to. And it is because I am living in doing that. You know, when you're sitting in a room, guys, I mean, when you're sitting in a room and you haven't met these people, and they are pouring their hearts out, and you are looking at them in the eye, and they are sharing what this has done for them, and you know you played a part in that. I mean, that is incredible. I want to continue doing that for the next 20 years. Because it's not all about me. You know, I use the phrase a lot, you're blessed to be a blessing. Yeah, it's not just about what we've experienced. See, we get excited about this because we know that we know what's possible for our friends. We know what's possible for our family. We know what's possible for that newest thriver that comes in. It's just up to you guys to take advantage of it. You know, put your foot on the gas. Like I said, the time is going to pass anyway. I'm going to ask Ralph. I had him pull out some pictures of what our kids looked like 4 years ago. And I couldn't figure out where I could actually show you all via the video. So he's going to post some of them in comments. And then he's going to post some pictures of our kids now. And guys, I'm telling you, the time is going to pass. It's going to pass regardless. How is that time going to pass for you? You know, for me, I'm so grateful that I said, number one, that I started my Thrive experience, because guys, where I was back then, it was not in a happy place. And are you able to post in comments?
No.
You can't post pictures?
No.
Uh-oh. Okay, we'll post it after the video's over. Where I was before, it wasn't, well, okay, everybody knows if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy, right? So just what this product did for me physically, if we're just eliminating, you know, any amount ever earned, okay, what this product did for me physically and what it did for my husband physically changed our family. It made us hands-on parents. It improved our relationships. When you don't feel good, things are impacted, okay, negatively. This changed everything just from the product perspective, just in how we felt. It changed our family dynamic. I am eternally grateful that I started thriving when my daughter was in 7th grade. Mamas who have raised teenagers, you're with me right now, right? I needed Thrive because I needed perspective. I needed to be at my best so I could be on my toes and I could be the mom that my kids needed me to be, okay? What this has done for us from the financial aspect, I'm going to talk about something here for a second, and this is for you guys that have just been sitting around thinking, okay? See, there's a lot of you right now that you don't even want to let people know you thrive because you're worried about what your friends are going to say. You don't want to let people, you love Thrive, but you don't want to be a promoter. You don't want to put your neck out there because you're worried about what your friends are going to say. Come on. Work with me here. Your friends are not paying your bills. You cannot let someone else's opinion dictate your future. I am forever grateful that the dreams and the goals that I had for me and my family were way bigger than winning anyone's approval. Have I lost some friends? Yeah. Have I found that your friends aren't always super comfortable about you moving to a better place when they're staying in the same? Yeah. Does it suck? Yeah. But sometimes friends are friends for a season. My family is my family for eternity. And we're building a legacy over here. And I'm going to do all I can to continue to give my family the life that they deserve. Little time. I mean, we did our best. We did our best to be as much as we possibly could. Like I said, 6 months into this journey, I became a stay-at-home mama. Y'all, I never thought I would be a stay-at-home mom. I had gone to school for forever. I thought that's what I was going to do. I was going to be a speech pathologist for forever, you know. And then I spent so much money on my education and had so much debt and had so much money going out a month to even pay off the debt that basically I had to go to work to be able to pay the debt, so I couldn't be home. I mean, my only time at home ever was during maternity leave, and that wasn't ever very long. And trust me, I would do all I could to make that extend as long as it possibly could, but the bills had to be paid. 6 months into this journey, I said adios to my career, and I became a full-time thriving mama. About a year later, my husband left his career in the oil and gas industry. My daughter started her freshman year in high school, and guess what? Every single picture of a cross-country meet, who's in the background? My husband. Mama's taking the picture. You know, we got to be there, hands-on. We didn't have to ask somebody off for a couple days off for work. You know, the memories that we have been able to make in the last 4 years, I'm so grateful that not only did I say yes physically, but I said yes to, I'm going to give this my all. You know, I'm going to dial into the calls. I'm going to send the messages. I'm going to continue following up with people that are telling me no, because they need this. And they can experience what I've experienced physically. They can experience what I've experienced financially. Like, I am going to continue doing this. Guys, you'll never regret. I've said that, my team has heard me say this so many times. You'll never regret the time that you spend here if you make this about helping people. What we have created here, I know it blows a lot of people's minds. Just to give you guys kind of a little bit background or just kind of perspective as to what we've been able to do. 4 years ago, we started. Our biggest month ever was $32 million in online sales. That is an insane number, especially when you think that the Thrive Experience costs $150 to start, right? Like, that's your Thrive Experience order every month. That's a lot of lives. I don't have in front of me how many auto bonus earners we have, guys. We have a ton. 200Ks, I don't know. I can't even keep up. We try to add them to our 200K page. I think we're close to like 175 people have reached the highest rank in the company. Auto bonus, it's more like around 4,500, almost 5,000 people getting an auto bonus every month. Le-Vel Millionaires, we had 19 in Scottsdale, Arizona that celebrated Le-Vel's 5-year anniversary. Those are 19 from our team. So they've all earned $1 million in commissions in less than 4 years, right? It's just been incredible, but here's the thing. We're still only 5 years old. So where are we going to be in the next 4 years? Where are we going to be in the next 5 years? The time is going to pass, guys. How is it going to pass? Are you going to let the next 4 years pass exhausted, miserable, in a funk, not sleeping at night, not having any energy to play with your kids? Or are you going to let the next 4 years pass thriving in life, having a blast? I cannot throw or catch a ball, but I can feed a pitching machine. And I bet I fed 150 balls through the pitching machine on Sunday afternoon to my 11-year-old son. It was fun. It was a fun day. I also have basically zero basketball skills, but I can be out on the half court while the kids are playing basketball, right? We were made to thrive, guys. I mean, stop going through the motions. You deserve to enjoy your days. Now, I always say being a thriver doesn't mean that your life is going to be perfect. Life is still going to be thrown at us. Guys, life will be thrown at us every single day. Being a thriver just means that you're at your best physically to handle whatever's being thrown your way, okay? I talked about the next 4 years, the next 5 years physically. Let's talk about the next 4 or 5 years financially. Are you still going to be stuck? Are your days still going to be spent building somebody else's dream? I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you today to make a decision and say, enough. I'm over it. I'm done. I will no longer be stuck physically or financially. I will no longer let someone else's opinions dictate my future. In because I have absolutely nothing to lose. Guys, what we have here is something incredibly special. We have created a movement. Emotions are what create movements. those emotions that run sky high, that blow up people's news feeds. I know we have some non-thrivers watching me, and you're like, good grief, you thrivers are so stinking annoying. We're annoying because we're passionate because of what we have experienced, and we want you to experience the same. And trust me, I thought everybody was annoying too when I didn't feel so great. Give yourself a chance. Take that leap of faith. Trust a friend. Why not? Okay, promoters, I gotta talk to you for a second. Le-Vel 2.0. I mean, this is a whole new ball game. By the way, I don't know any more than you guys know. I don't get special insider secrets around here, okay? Okay, sometimes I get hints, but one of the things I'll never forget, and I think this remains very relevant today, the very first Thrive Experience video that we ever had out, I think it was about 7 minutes long. I don't know how we kept people's attention for 7 minutes back then. Now we've taken it down to about 2, and we have a really amazing Thrive Experience video. But it said, your friends are going to hear about this. They might as well hear about it from you. Everyone you know is going to be thriving with somebody. I mean, if this has impacted your life in any way, you can't afford not to share it. Go ahead and share with others. Let people know what you've experienced. Also, guys, I don't know what's coming, but this company has never, ever, ever let me down. And when they say that this is a whole new experience, guys, it's a whole new experience. And there's no telling who we're going to be able to impact. I cannot even, you have to remember when my brain doesn't always go, I mean, I have vision and I have amazing vision, okay, because of what we've experienced, but I don't know necessarily that I can even possibly fathom what the next 4 or 5 years brings for us. But what I do know is that at the end of the next 4 or 5 years, there's going to be people that say, man, I'm glad I did, or man, I wish I would have. And I'll tell you this, I made a commitment. Paul Gravett actually made that statement. That is not my quote. He made that statement when I met him in January of 2014. It was a local event. Guys, we have those all across the country. You can go to the Le-Vel fan page, go to the events section, find one near you, get in the car, get there, take someone with you, okay? It's not a boring business meeting, I promise. We don't do that around here. Thrivers aren't boring anyway. They're not boring. But I remember Paul saying, there's 2 kinds of people. Those are going to say, man, I'm glad I did, or man, I wish I would have. I made a commitment that day not to be the one that said, I wish I would have. And guys, that's powerful. I don't want to live in regret. I don't want to live in that I missed out. I mean, that's just my person. I don't want to miss out basically on anything, okay? I don't want to miss out on the next opportunity. One more thing I'm going to say about that I didn't really talk about when I said, business tips. You can't be comparing yourself to others. You can watch others and be inspired. I remember in that room that day when I heard what Tony's weekly check was. We used to talk about that a little bit. I wasn't jealous of her or envious of her. I was excited for her, and I knew if she did, I could too. And I'm telling you right now, if you will look at the people that are where you want to be, and you won't be jealous or envious or fall into that trap of comparison, because comparison will steal your joy, but instead use that as an inspiration and take a good look in the mirror and say, if they can, I can too. If they can, why not me? So can I. You're going to have so much more success here. So this is a new shot for us. Guys, I don't know what's coming. All I know is if you don't have a free account with Le-Vel yet, you have to get your free account. So who introduced this to you? And here's what I want to say. I want you to reach out to them and have a serious conversation with them and say, hey, are you in this? Like, because you're the one that shared this with me, but I haven't seen any posts or any reach outs. I haven't seen you really be super excited about the Thrive experience. So are you in or are you out? Because I'm not going to let this opportunity pass me by anymore, and I'm ready to create my free account, but I want to make sure I'm creating my free account with someone who is in and is committed. It's okay to have those kinds of conversations, guys. We're excited about everything. Like I said, the last 4 years has been absolutely incredible. It's gone by very quickly, and I'm grateful. I'm forever grateful. Our team, I have to shout out my team. You guys keep me going. You keep me inspired daily. I've always said this wouldn't be fun and it wouldn't be meaningful if it was just our lives that have been changed. You know, what has made this so meaningful and so fun is that you guys have been able to experience the same. That's what keeps us going and keeps us excited. So with that, we need to sign off, but thank you guys so much for your support, for your love. We invite you with open arms to thrive with us. If you are not yet thriving for free, that is number one priority. Who are 2 friends that you know that are absolutely exhausted, that need more energy throughout the day? They have busy, crazy busy lives. Let's reach out to them and get them thriving with you. They too can thrive for free, so you're not taking advantage of your friends, but let's get you thriving for free. And newest to the newest promoters, I know we have a lot of brand new people. Guys, it's an amazing ride. It is an amazing journey. I ask you just to lock arms with us. We have an incredible, thriving army that, like I said, it's making an impact every single day. We invite you just to lock arms with us because it is, we're going to some pretty incredible places, and we want you going with us. You know, we don't want to go alone. We want to take a team of people with us. So make that call to your friend that you haven't talked to in 20 years that you would love to just be a part of this journey with you. One of the coolest things about this whole experience is that we get to do this whole thriving life with our friends. They're taking their product every single day with us. They have the same goals and dreams and visions. It's just, we do life with our friends, and we want our friends that are not yet thriving with us to lock arms with us and join us as well. So take that leap of faith, and I'm so excited for all that is to come. So thank you guys. My nerves definitely ease once I was able to kind of talk with you guys. I wish I could see your faces, but seeing your comments means the world, and we love you guys. Congratulations, and let's get everyone ready for 2.0. Bye guys.